In this grade 2 nuclear sclerosis with a slightly dilated pupil, I'm just going to show how it's pretty easy to handle these cataracts as long as you do an adequate rhexis and you know that the cataract is choppable. In this case, where I am doing the direct chop technique, so you really do not need to go and put any expansion devices in cases like this. Yeah, of course, at this point in time, the pupil is fairly okay actually. And once I have done the incisions, the rhexis, I go ahead with my hydrodissection. Just watch that wave, and that's done well. I just rotate the nucleus just to make sure. That's also going on pretty well. Having done that, I go ahead, put in some HPMC. That's a bit of an overkill, isn't it? Anyway, put in some HPMC and take my sharp chopper in my left hand. Just aspirate the superficial cortex, and there goes my first chop. I should be careful not to migrate into the epinuclear area, and unfortunately I have that last part I just did. However, I did get a chop, not a very pleasing one. So what I do is I rotate this nucleus 180 degrees around. It's very important that in these sort of pupils you first get the heminuclei. So once you get the heminuclei, then things are pretty simple after that. Even if the pupil shuts down further, you can still manage. So having got that heminuclei, I then rotate it again 190 degrees and get one of those 4 segments which I am targeting. That's it. I eat of these 2 segments, creating more than enough space within the bag. After this, it's pretty simple. Then taking my bimanual, I go ahead and watch carefully. I am using my bimanual almost like a coaxial. That is, I do not switch hands. In cases like this, it's always better not to keep coming out of the anterior chamber. So just make sure that you get the cortex to occlude your tip. Once the cortex has occluded its tip, it's unlikely that the PC is going to come in as well. So it's just that subparacentesis part which is a little difficult. The rest of the thing is just extremely simple to manage. However, if you have any difficulty, you can always exchange hands and then get at that subparacentesis cortex. The rhexis, the nuclear division, the cortical aspiration, none of it has been edited. It's only the idle parts in between I have edited out. And now I am hydroimplanting this lens directly into the bag, after which I put in my intracameral antibiotic, hydrate the wounds and close shop. Thank you so much for watching.